And welcome to another episode of Sunday Setups. Today, brought to you by no other than the one and only Pastor Pips, the senior educator of Lit Capital. What's good, bro?
Feeling good, feeling blessed,
Good to,
getting excited for the week ahead.
good to hear. And of course, no other than myself, Big Avell. So, of course, guys, there's going to be no further ado. We are going to get straight into this and show you guys, of course, exactly what we've been working on and how we can benefit you. Now, as always, we're going to tell you guys about the website. If you haven't seen it, check it out. We also do have a football club. So if you guys live locally in the Southwest London area, or even if you're just London based and you like to commute, we do have a football team that's full of traders. We are in a league and we've got profiles, and we've had a bumpy season. We got to the quarterfinals. We didn't manage to win it, but nonetheless, it was our first season, and the next season we will be back stronger. But of course, guys, in regards to the website, please do check it out. If you're new to economics, there's a page for you. If you'd like to go through the beginner's guide to Forex, there's a page for you. Now, if you guys are already established in the trading industry and you would like to follow some signals without having to pay a single penny, then follow our live trades by joining our Discord. All you need to do is click on this icon here and it will take you straight to the page. And to trade with one of our trusted brokers who are the official sponsors of Manchester City Football Club, which this episode is actually sponsored by, is also Axie. So guys, be sure to open up an account with Axie. They're really cool. They've got a copy trading platform as well as a platform to allow you guys to invest and trade. They are connected with MT4 and 5, so it does provide you guys with the tools you need. And of course, they are a reputable and a credible broker to trade with. The spreads are really good as well. So last but not least, if you guys, of course, are on the page and you can't manage to scroll down to the bottom for whatever reason, at the top right, there is a button which says follow our live trades. That will take you straight into the Discord. Okay. So we are going to get straight into it. And if you do hear any noise in the background, just bear with. Okay. It's a bit hot today, so I thought I'd have the window open. But when we're looking at the economic calendar, we can see the market start to warm up from Tuesday, which is actually the first day that we start to do our live streams. And on Tuesday, we've got the Australian rate interest. We've got the Aussie interest rate at 5:30 in the morning. We've got PMI for the pound. And then as we move into Wednesday, we've got GDP for the yen, PMI again for the pound. And Thursday is the biggest day of the week. Thursday is full with European news. We've also got jobless claims for the dollar, which can, of course, inject a lot of volatility into the markets around the New York session opening. We've got the interest rate for the euro, of course, along with a load of different other macroeconomical data releases containing the euro. So it does seem to be that the markets may be building up for Thursday. However, one benefit for us, we're not really heavily into trading any European pairs, so we shouldn't really be affected. What I am going to show you guys is my outlook on GU, okay, GBPUSD for those who are unaware. And very simply with GU, I'm actually looking for a pullback here so that we can go long. Now, if you guys have been following us, if you've been following the pound for quite some time, you'd see the pound has really, really had a major decrease. The pound has really dropped beneath 123, which is extremely low. It's in the low territories. It's in the all-time low territories as well, might I add. So we are looking for a pullback, and what we can see here eventually now is we've seen actually prices actually broken above this previous daily structure high. So with price breaking above the high, very simply, and not too technical here, we're just looking for a pullback. We're looking for a pullback into a zone beneath the 50% where we can consider looking for an entry. Now, because we do have a live trades forum through our Discord, okay, you guys can actually, and I'll put the link in the description as well, actually, to make it easier for you guys, but you can actually follow the trades that we're going to be providing. So if we do get an opportunity to strike on this, we are going to be providing it to you guys in the free channel, okay? If I go on to the hourly chart, what we can see here is we actually failed to make a new high, but we did also take out the structure lows. So we've actually changed the structure from being bullish to temporarily bearish, which would be good for us to look for a sell to buy scenario. Now, we're not interested in selling this, but we are interested in seeing this coming down lower. And price is currently actually hovering around a session candle as well. So it's going to be interesting. The market does open in a few hours, just under 8 hours time. So let's see exactly what happens as the market does open. Of course, potentially the markets could gap up or down. which would of course create different scenarios for us. But nonetheless, the outlook of this is we're looking for a bullish return, looking for a return of the pound. Okay, we're looking for the pound to grow some bulls, to grow some bulls. No pun intended. You know, we're looking to see if it can push up, but we are also going to be aware that the weekly still has some imbalance to fill below, so we could still get a push down lower before price does look to push up higher. But of course, this is, you know, my opinions, my views are subjective to what the market is showing at the moment. Price action next week could be something completely different. And the dollar, you know, the DXY is something we'll go into a lot more detail over our live streams throughout the week. So if you guys are watching this video, make sure you get access to our live stream services. It's a £25 per month subscription. You can pay for that by purchasing our community access package through our website. Okay. Next, I'm going to go through the Dow Jones. Okay, I'm going to go through the US 30, that 30. And what we're looking at over here is we've actually seen a pullback now on the weekly time frame, which has been really good because we've closed that imbalance gap. And now potentially we could get prices pushing higher. Now, we was able to send out some beautiful shorts over the past few weeks with S&P and US 30. We sent out a trade with the S&P, which gave us over 4,000 pips, right? So effectively, once we did have that trade reach, you know, a maximum target, what we was really looking for was to see in price now pushing up so that we could actually get a sell from higher up. So what we're seeing happening here is what we did expect, to be honest with you. And of course, if I go down into the 4-hour time frame, let me just move this out of the way. The 4-hour time frame does show you some of the trades we sent out throughout the week last week. We was profitable on this occasion, and we was also very profitable on this occasion too. But we can see that we haven't actually had a new high here. And if I go on to the 8-hour, I believe the 8-hour shows a bit more clearer that, you know, we have actually made an equal high above here. And price currently is in a position where we could still get prices push up higher. But ultimately, because we have created some liquidity above, it's going to be very interesting to see how this session opens, how the market opens, throughout Sunday evening, because we do want to be certain on what direction. But ultimately, what I'm looking for is a push down lower so that we can get a buy above. Okay. I'm not looking to sell or buy from where price currently is at the moment, but on the daily, we have also taken out this previous structure high. So I am looking for a retest. If I was to get you out the fib, you would see that we're actually looking for a push up higher. Now, last but not least for me, I'm going to show you guys the S&P. Okay, I believe I've got something. Here we are. I've got something drawn out for you guys here. So it's pretty much the same picture with US 30. For those who don't know, we do use the S&P 500 as a stronger forms of indication as to where the indice market's actually going. So I'm looking to see prices push back down into our discounted zones for us to be able to contemplate going long. If that doesn't happen, then we will be using smaller time frames to counteract what the price action is currently showing us. So bearing in mind, JP Morgan did say at the start of the year they forecasted the S&P reaching 3,800. We have had this on our chart since price was all the way above. Okay, since price was literally above 4,800. Whilst price was all the way up here, this is where JP Morgan said the prices would actually retreat to. And so far, we've actually seen price come very close. It's come 8 points off of the mark that they said that it would come to, which for me is very close enough. They've also forecasted that 5,000 for the S&P to be hit before the end of the year. So it's an indication that we could be seeing a higher low formed right now for prices to push up and make a higher high. But due to the price action, if I just remove this stuff here, there's a lot of kids outside right now. That's annoying. But yeah, if I can actually see prices, I would expect prices to push lower to actually grab some of the liquidity left inside of this wick. So it's going to be an interesting week because, of course, we can see in order for us to sell, we need prices to push up higher. I'm looking at this candle up here. And of course, in course, for us to buy, got tongue tied there, then we would need prices to come down lower. So that is going to be my outlook for the week. Josh, I believe you've got a few pairs you want to go over.
Yes, bro.
Sure. I'll let you share the screen, bro.
Thank you. All right, cool, guys. I've got two pairs for you. I'm going to be going through the DXY to start off with. So looking at the higher time frame on the monthly time frame, we can see that we've seen the highs get taken out. So realistically, when we do see highs get taken out, we're kind of expecting some sort of a pullback, some sort of a retracement to at least come and fill in some of this inefficiency here on the 1st of April, or the month of April, should I say. So coming down lower, the time frames, having a look at the daily perspective there. If I move over to the line chart here, we can see that this was our last structural high low before, of course, we pierced the liquidity above, giving us that pull down lower. So with this higher low break, I'm realistically expecting to see, or would like to see, should I say, of course, the market is not always going to give us what we want. We want to see a pullback for price to then come back down lower. Okay. And then, of course, we'll reanalyze the situation and see if we may potentially continue pushing up higher. As we can see, we are very bullish on the weekly and the monthly. So, all we're looking for is a short-term pullback and for price to continue pushing up higher. So, of course, I'm going to look a little bit closer into this picture. Looking at this point here on the daily perspective, we actually haven't seen price completely come into this zone here and fill the candle. It's actually, just about missed the area. Apologies there for that siren noise there, guys. However, when we do come down to the 4-hour time frame, what's kind of leading me to anticipate price turning around is, of course, another break of structure here on the 4-hour. You can see that low high, that low low, lower high, low low. You can see price is not only taking out this high, it's also taking out this high. So, of course, I would like to see price eventually, push above this high and come and tap into this area. Of course, realistically, I do want it to come deeper, in terms of a retracement. The deeper the retracement, the better. But I do believe we may only just come up to about here and then potentially drop off. So yeah, potentially a strong dollar to start off the week, and maybe a weaker dollar towards the end of the week or towards next week. But of course, we'll just see how things go. Now, moving over to gold, having a look at gold there. I've got a very, very simple, pretty straightforward play. Price has kind of really tapped the area towards the close of the market last week. We've kind of course, seen price take out the high. We've pulled back down lower, and we've actually pushed up a lot higher. We've taken out these highs here. And of course, price is now pulled back down lower. So we've got a 4-hour candle here where I'd like to see price mitigate from and to see price continue. The price action that we're seeing right now is not too bad, but I'll definitely leave out Sunday trading and potentially have a look at this on Monday morning and New York open on Monday and see where the price wants to progress. But realistically, just looking to see this continue pushing higher to at least, let's be a little bit more conservative, maybe 1868, but potentially challenge these highs. However, price can still come back down lower. So realistically looking for a daily candle to push up and then potentially drop back down lower again. We do have a daily candle here that I do believe price may stall at. Looking at everything that's happening in the world economically speaking, is gold ready to rally? I'm not too sure just yet. So yeah, we may potentially consolidate within this area, but there's a very simple, quite straightforward play, but do anticipate and understand that time is more important than what price is doing. Okay. But yeah, with that being said, that's all from me, and Big Avel and us from Lit Capital. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, every day is
Money day.
Money day. Peace.